How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Generation 8 leak discussion video. In today's video, we are actually going to be taking a look to the part 2 of a video that we covered yesterday, in which this leaker reveals a brand new starter Pokemon, as well as new information about the game's Pokemon Summer and Pokemon Winter. However, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, we have no idea if this leak is true or not, so make sure you guys take it with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you'd like to read along while I talk, you find a link to the original post in the description bar down below, and now with all that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this leak came from. So guys, this leak was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Discord server, so if you guys haven't already joined up, I highly recommend you do so. As of now, we have over 3,400 members always talking about Pokemon Generation 8, as well as everything Nintendo, including Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and if you guys ever want to talk to me directly, send me a leak or anything like that, there is the best place to do so. You can find a link to my Discord in both the description as well as the pinned comment, and it is 100% free to join, so I hope to see you there. Not only that, guys, for those of you who play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, if you guys join the Discord and subscribe to the channel, then you guys can participate in the LaxChris official Super Smash Bros. Ultimate tournament, which is going to happen once we hit 20,000 subscribers. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and with all of that out of the way, guys, the leak that we are going to be taking a look at today comes from 4chan, and it is a part 2 to the video that we covered yesterday. So if you guys didn't watch yesterday's video, make sure you guys watch that one first. I will leave a link to it in both the description as well as the pinned comment, and then come back to this one. This leak comes from 4chan, and it is a text post leak, so if you guys want to leave, go ahead and do so now, otherwise we are going to jump right into the newest leak. So guys, like I said, this leak comes from 4chan, and it is titled Pokemon Generation 8 Part 2, and it is posted by Anonymous. It starts by saying, "Hello everyone, this is Insomniac. I am sure you have all missed me since yesterday, and I am also sure that you have all been scratching your heads wondering who I am and how I got this information. Well, I am still not going to tell you any of that, so keep dreaming. Anyways, like I said in yesterday's post, today I am going to be revealing the second starter Pokemon for Generation 8 and give you guys even more information about the game. So without further ado, please enjoy all of this information I have to give you." So, like I said in the post I made yesterday, there is going to be 1,000 Pokemon, with Pokemon number 1,000 supposedly going to be a Pokemon as popular as Mew and Mewtwo. From what I have heard, it is a possibility that it is going to be Mew 3 or some new kind of variation of the Mews, but I really have no idea at this point. The reason I say this is because sometimes people spread not true information around the office to try and weed out the people who leak all this information, so just remember that it may not come true. Next, I want to tell you guys a little about how the gyms are going to work, because this is the big HD Pokemon experience everyone has been waiting for. Pokemon decided to give you a 16 gym experience similar to the one in Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. There are going to be 2 Pokemon leagues, one after the first 8 gym and one after the second. Also, trials from Pokemon Sun and Moon may be making an appearance, but they won't be anything significant, just a little nod towards their games. Next, you are going to have 3 rivals in the game. The third rival is going to have a new kind of Pikachu, which is going to be an electric/fairy type. They will also be bringing back rotation battles, triple battles, and more of the old features from the old games. You will also be able to catch every legendary Pokemon ever in the post-game. Finally, Meltan and Melmetal are going to play a big role in the story. That's all I have to say for now. I will reveal the third starter and more information tomorrow. So now that we've gone over the entire post, let's talk about it a little bit. So guys, the first thing that I want to say is that if you haven't already watched yesterday's video, I highly recommend you go ahead and watch that one first, because that detailed Pokemon Summer and Pokemon Winter, and also showed off the brand new Water-type Pokemon that this guy says is apparently real. Once again, there will be a link to it in both the description as well as the pinned comment, so that way you guys can go watch that one and then come back to this one, because you will have a better understanding of this video if you watch that one first. So now guys, let's go ahead and talk about the new potential starter Pokemon that was released alongside this post. So guys, apparently this is what the grass starter Pokemon is going to look like. It looks like he's a little gorilla with a leaf headband, and he can also shoot like bamboo or maybe like some wood out of his hand. I'm not exactly sure, but right away I do have to say that this starter Pokemon looks extremely cool. Personally, I have already seen the water type Pokemon and this one, and I think that this grass gorilla is probably going to be the one I start with, unless the fire type Pokemon is extremely awesome as well. But it looks like this guy is going to have a super cool final evolution, and overall, once again, he looks like a Pokemon that just fits in with the Pokemon series. He looks like a Pokemon that would befriend Ash. He'd be really playful, probably steal Ash's hat and like swing around in trees and stuff. I just think that this Pokemon would definitely fit in the anime as well as in the games, and I think that he would be a perfect starter Pokemon with an awesome final evolution. Next up, I want to go ahead and talk about Mew 3. Now, I understand in this post, Mew 3 might just be a rumor and something that he heard to try and stop the spread of misinformation, but at the same time, guys, I think it's important to talk about just because of the history that Mew 3 has. Now, if you guys have been playing Pokemon for a long time, then I'm sure that you guys have heard all the different rumors about Mew 3. There was a way in Emerald to get Mew 3, there was a way in Red and Blue to get Mew 3, Fire Red, Leaf Green. There were tons of different ways to get Mew 3, which all ended up being fake because, once again, Mew 3 was a fake Pokemon. However, if they decided to release a new version of Mewtwo and Mew as the number 1000 Pokemon, I think that that'd be extremely awesome, and I really hope that ends up coming true. I mean, just think about it like this. Mew and Mewtwo are already extremely popular, some of the most iconic Pokemon of all time. So let's say in the Generation 8 story, Mew and Mewtwo have to fuse together to fight against this new legendary Pokemon, and they create Mew 3. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds extremely awesome to me, and if that ends up happening, I would be super excited. Next up, I want to go ahead and talk about the 16 gyms that are apparently going to appear in the Generation 8 Pokemon games. So ever since Pokemon Gold, Crystal, and Silver, I have always wanted to return to that 16 gym system. You go through the first 8 gyms, you battle the Elite Four, and then you get another 8 gyms and Elite Four to help top off the experience. Now, Gold, Silver, and Crystal were all released for the Game Boy Color, and they had 16 gyms, but ever since then, we have not had a game with 16 gyms besides, you know, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but considering those were remakes, those don't really count. So I think that if they are going to release a brand new Pokemon game on the Switch, it's going to be 100% HD. It should be packed to the brim with content, and I think that the perfect way to do that is to include more gyms and trials and stuff like that. It's easy enough to make a gym leader. It's an NPC who throws out Pokemon. Like, it's not that hard to develop or anything like that, so hopefully they do end up adding 16 gyms, just because we are going to be paying $60 for this game, and I really want this game to be worth that $60. Next up, apparently we are going to be having 3 different rivals in this game, and the third one is going to be having a new type of Pikachu, being an electric and fairy type. Now, right away, I really do hope that this happens, and honestly, I'm surprised that it hasn't already, considering that Pikachu is like the main Pokemon. Everybody knows who Pikachu is. Pikachu's the most popular Pokemon by far, so I'm shocked that it didn't get a Mega Evolution or anything significant like that. Now, in terms of the third rival, the only game in which we've had more than 2 rivals was in Pokemon X and Y. Now, for the rivals that didn't get one of the Kalos starters, a Froakie, Chespin, or Fennekin, they ended up getting a Squirtle, Bulbasaur, or Charmander, but they were all just originals. They didn't have anything unique about them, and I think that it would be a lot cooler for one of our rivals to have a unique Pikachu instead of just a normal one, because how many times have we seen a rival with a Pikachu? It happens all the time, so if we have to see another rival with a Pikachu, I'm glad that it's going to be a different type of Pikachu, which will make the game a lot more fun, and our rival a lot more fun to battle. And finally, guys, the last thing that I want to talk about is that apparently all of the old features are going to be brought back to the game. Now, right away, I think that this is extremely cool, but at the same time, I don't actually think that they are going to do this. I mean, how many of us really enjoyed rotation battles? Do any of you guys even remember what that is? In Black and White, basically, it was like a triple battle, except only the Pokemon that was in the front could actually attack, and you could only attack the Pokemon that was in front for them. It really didn't make a whole lot of sense, and I honestly think that it was a feature that wasn't very sorely missed at all, so I don't see any reason for them to bring that back. However, if they bring back like triple battles, more power to them. I would love to see triple battles make a return, but for rotation battles and other stuff like that, I would be okay if they just kind of left them out. and I lied to you guys. The last thing I actually want to talk about is that apparently Meltan and Melmetal are going to play a big role in the story. Now, this is obvious considering they were the first 2 Generation 8 Pokemon revealed, besides for maybe Zeraora. Is Zeraora Generation 7 or Generation 8? I know you can play with Zeraora in Generation 7, but I don't know, it's confusing. So I'm just going to say Meltan and Melmetal were the first Generation 8 Pokemon, and obviously, since they were the first ones revealed, they are definitely going to play a large role in the story, and they'll probably end up getting their own movie or something like that. I mean, it seems to happen with Pokemon like that. So guys, overall, do I believe that this league is real? As of now, I am not 100% sure. Like I said in yesterday's video, I'm kind of not leaning either way right now, just because it does seem like this guy has a lot of really good information, and I could see both of the last 2 starters playing a part in the story and stuff like that, but at the same time, it is really easy for people to draw Pokemon like this, so I'm not 100% sure, so we're just going to have to wait and see what this guy posts tomorrow, because maybe he'll post something that's extremely convincing, or maybe he'll post something that gives him away. However, guys, let me know what you thought about this leak in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that this leak is real, and would you be happy if it was? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.